coming out. It means a lot to the family and to me. Really appreciate it. I'm going to try to do my best to get through this without breaking down, which I'm already failing, clearly. My dad would hold a sharp rock in his hand when he had to give an emotional speech, and he would squeeze it in hopes that the pain would stop him from crying. So it's clearly not working, Dad. Damn it. Yeah. James David Glaze was a lot of things to a lot of people, but to me, he was my dad. I am the man I am today because of him. He was my mentor and my best friend. And as he'd often proudly say to his friends, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. At times that was a good thing, and at times that was a bad thing. We both have a temper, we both were stubborn. But in general, I think he meant that his values were my values, that he was able to instill in me at a young age the things that meant the most to him. Most importantly, the value of hard work. My dad loved to work. I think if given the option, he probably never would have retired. He valued hard work over almost everything in life. Hard work provided the framework for his life, but the foundation was honesty and integrity. My dad used to tell me he hated two things, liars and thieves. He would say that you could always put your hand on your wallet and protect yourself from a thief, but a liar, there is no protection. There is no greater crime in this world than for him to give you his trust and for you to lie to him. I have lived my life with this lesson. I value honesty and integrity over anything else. My dad was also very goal-orientated. I found an old book when going through his things, and I opened it to reveal a list of life goals that he had started back in 1978. Every year he would update this list with his successes and failures. Amazingly, most of his goals he achieved, often a lot earlier than he predicted. Some things he fell short on, and some things he would discuss the failures as a life lesson. He did have one goal he never achieved. In 1978, one of his top goals was to kill a polar bear. Doesn't that sound like Jimmy G? My dad loved to sell. This took on many forms. Most of us know it as his ability to sell cars. He absolutely loved every aspect of the deal. He had a silver tongue and could talk to strangers with ease. I once got a parking ticket at the University of San Diego, and he ended up selling the security guard a car instead of paying for the ticket. Classic Jimmy G. Growing up, we all just got used to the fact that every person he came in contact, he was going to try to sell them a car. He was obsessed with staying positive. Every night at the dinner table, he would go around and ask us, tell me something positive that happened to you today. He was always trying to get us kids to look at the positive points in life. It's so easy to focus on the negatives. At the time, I had no idea the importance of this mental trick, and now I live my life by it. I play this same game with my kids. My dad's favorite life lesson was that life is unfair. When I was 13, I was told my dad had 6 months to live. He lived 30 more years. I remember him telling me the story of how he was in a room with many different people, all with bleak cancer diagnoses. All had been given a limited time to live, and they were all there for a last-ditch effort to try an experimental treatment. He told me that most everyone in that room had given up, but he fought. He believed he would defeat cancer. He believed he would not die in 6 months. Never give up, he would tell me. It was one of his strongest lessons to me. I'm sure you can all hear his famous saying, never give up, offense only, take no prisoners. Well, I hope you're enjoying the big used car lot in the sky with your mom and dad. I selfishly wish I could have had more time with you. I wish Hayden could have had more time with you. I'm grateful for those extra 30 years, though. I'm grateful that we had our one last fishing trip with Hayden. I am grateful for the man I've become because of you. I am grateful for the love you showed me my whole life. I am grateful that you didn't give up, that you fought until the end. I am grateful for that last handshake we shared. Despite you being unable to talk, you still crushed my hand. I love you and will continue to take no prisoners and fight with offense only, just like you taught me. I'll end with a poem by John Dryden. My dad had this printed and framed in his office most of his life. I often repeat it during my toughest times. I am wounded, but I am not slain. I shall lay me down and bleed a while, and then I shall rise and fight again.